Generic greetings and welcome to Ground of Aces, today's beverage is. Naturally, a fine example of the good old cup of tea, the reliable cuppa. So welcome to the Ground of Aces demo. This is an airbase base building game where you have to, as I said, build up an airbase, manage the aircraft and the crew, go on various missions and obviously build. Now, I've been informed that this is quite an early demo. If we go to the roadmap, it's sort of reinforced there as well, indicated by this is roadmap alpha 2, and then we're not going to see the first early access until sort of December, January of 25. So we'll see what the game has to offer. Over to the new game, and we've got Lichfield here. So this is the RAF Lichfield, landmark beacon LF. It is the 1st of August 1940, and it's quite sunny for the 8 crew members that are about. So let's just click start, and we'll have to do a lot of the usual stuff, which is mainly looking after some of the crew's needs and probably chopping down some trees. Anyway, we'll load on, and yeah, it says, welcome to your own airfield commander. HQ has supplied you with a plot of land and a shipment of resources, but you will need to source a lot of it yourself from the field. Okay. Build and use workbenches to turn your resources into food or building materials. Build a small airbase. That means barracks with beds, runway and parking spaces. Has to be at least tier 1 length, okay? And make sure the base is good for morale. Yeah, that's fine. And then we can run missions. Understood. Okay, so we have our crew here who's running towards. I think this is the barracks here. You got. A doggo, apparently. Yeah, we got a doggo there, and we got some like sleeping quarters. But I'm looking on the right. We've got no kitchen, no sauce station, no runway. We're going to look after those first. So we're going to go with the sauce station first. So building. Actually, no, it's not building. It is in props and workbenches, and we want a sauce station that is going to be placed in here. Now it's saying we don't have the resources, and indeed we don't have logs. So I'm going to go to harvest, and I'm just going to say, guys, just start chopping down all over there. Now you might think, hang on, they're not chopping the trees, but that's because the symbol is above the trees. It's right on the top, so yeah, I saw that before and I was like, what? Anyway, I'm going to go with also destroy here as well, because we've got this little sort of building here, and this is going to be our storage. We need a storage area because there is degradation in the game, so you can see exposure effects, 10% because it's on the ground and 20% because it's exposed to the sky, so we need to clear that. Anyway, we're just going to max speed this out while the workers go ahead and do whatever they need to do. We also want to build a kitchen, so over to it is props and workbenches and a field kitchen. You've also got an indoor kitchen as well, but we're just going to go with the field kitchen and place that in like so. Right, that is good, and we're also going to go for probably building and flooring. Flooring is going to be set up as tarp, and we're going to build the flooring, or actually I'm going to build the flooring to there because I want to maybe destroy that section of wall. It's currently sleep time. We do have, if we go to scheduling here, an schedule, so sleep, leisure, work, leisure and sleep, so quite pared down from a lot of contemporaries. You can click on your crew and show you the overall priority system, so it's like healing, building, cooking, crafting, landscaping, or gardening it says here, and then labour. Anyway, so that's going to be remove that bit there. I want to then basically extend out. Let me just once again max speed it. We see day-night cycle and also see that people are sleeping on the floor with a pipe still in the mouth. Thomas Walker here. We have an overall morale score, and that's based on a combination of confidence, energy and their mood. So I think what we'll do is, the sauce station is now in, so we can say build me some planks, and I want to build, say, well, 50 planks, but it takes 10 wood, and they'll crack on with that. So that's now set, and work is underway. Let me just go ahead and probably go over to functional areas, and there's only one functional area at this stage, and that is storage, so we're going to have the storage come along to there. We're going to also go to some walls, and I'm going to build the wall so it goes maybe along. I'm just going to basically seal off the edges. We don't need to have it open, I don't think. So we'll do that, and I will probably have an open area like that, which will go with doors. Yeah, that's all good. And then once I've done that, we'll put a roof on it. Also, while waiting, we're going to go with probably props and sleeping arrangements. So we have beds. So we're going to place some beds in and around here, and I'm going to rotate that. So one there, and one there, and one there, one there, and one there. We also need some drawers, so again we have to rotate this, and we'll do that. And I think, to be honest, we'll just tarp wall the entire thing there, maybe? No. Building, wall, 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's not an open area on the back. All right, they can crack on with that now. We do also have, appears to be, we got a loo tent. And also some really bad performance now for some reason. Let's go with some meals, and let's say let's cook some 10 meals. That gives us 50 in total. That requires, appears to be food and water. We'll come on to that later on, actually. Let's go with flooring and roof, and it's going to be like that. I hope I've got enough tarpaulin for that one. I did run out on a previous playthrough when I was trying it. But let's see how we get on. So, we've got no runway, we've got no beds, no metal workbench, and not enough chairs, but I guess we can get that. So, benches, we've got a saw station, metal workbench, props and metal workbench, rotate that to there. We also need a cement mixer and a brick station eventually, so I'm just going to build all of those there as well. And what will happen is they'll take a lot of this stuff, like the tarp and stuff, they'll take it into storage so it doesn't degrade. And we also need to place some more leisure items. So you got wooden chairs. Oh, you got tarpaulin chairs as well, but that requires planks. I'm just going to go with wooden chairs and just use planks. And I'm just going to sort of stack them up like this. I don't see any reason why we cannot do that. I've got the planks. I'm going to say just build me 10, but I'll put on, basically do it permanent, because why not? Okay, so finishing off sawing. I think another saw station is probably the way forward. So like that. And harvest, and I'll say these guys, look, just harvest all of that, please and thank you. Including water. You have to collect your own water in this game. Over to destroy, and I'm going to destroy all of these bits in the middle because this is going to be where my airfield will come down to, I think. Also, we're going to go to harvest, and preemptively I'm going to harvest sand. And is that clay? Yes, sand and clay. Because we need to make bricks and cement. There's not enough beds. Oh no, there isn't enough beds because we haven't built the beds. We do have a radio in here, and it says all work in progress for the village and the headquarters. Airplanes wise, we can see with the Tier 1 airstrip, we've got the Bristol Bulldog and the Hawker Hurricane. Tier 2, we've got the Spitfire Mark 14. You've got Hawker Typhoons at number 3 with the Blenheim and Beaufighters and Lancasters, and it goes up to tier 6. One would, obviously, base morale as well at the top, 70.85. One would like to assume that the effectiveness of the base, including like the positioning of things, the base morale, all affects the missions that you do. That's obviously where a lot of the end goal probably would lie. I'm seeing a lot of stuff still to be gathered because I told them to destroy that rocks. It takes ages to destroy them. However, no, they're actually mining. They're actually gathering sand over there and putting it into sandbags. Right. Okay. So we still haven't got enough resources for the beds and such, but they'll get on top of it when they can. Morale, an average of confidence, energy, and mood. Okay, fair enough. This person's a searchlight operator. In terms of building, we've seen like the tarps and other things. Well, it's basically using tarps to make walls and a couple of windows, etc. Functional area is only one on storage. Props wise, outdoors you got things like sirens, siren on pole, roadblocks. It doesn't say what any of these actually do. I think there might just be small flagpole. It says influence on everyone, extra confidence. Right, so they do have a mechanical effect in some areas. So that's good. Runway wise, it's going to be quite a long runway down here. As long as it's tier 1, that's all I really care about. But Yeah, there we go. We can now build some more planks. So get on with that one. More planks, which means we can get the beds in and go from there, really. Yeah, that's all good. And I think some people will be collecting, yeah, they're collecting resources up there for when we eventually get onto building bricks and such. The metalwork workshop is a curious one because it makes metal and all it takes is effort. Like, there's no raw material that you need. Is that a flagpole? It is, yeah. So that'll be giving people bonus stats, I think. Beds still haven't been built as well, which is probably based on planks. But to be fair, I did place a lot of stuff down straight away and not really wait. Oh, there's a couple of chairs over there as well. So I think we don't have enough beds. Metalwork we have ordered. In fact, it's getting built now. So I think actually, by the end of today, we'll have what we need. I think we can place a runway. So we'll go with an airstrip, and the airstrip is going to run from here. It's going to go down to, it's going to be 12. Hang on, wait. So we need to have, hang on, I can go to a level 3 width. And all we need is level 1 length. And this is going to be dirt. And you can change it to sand, concrete, tarmac, or steel tarmac. I don't know if you can upgrade it later on. The fun will be in finding out. And also, I don't know what orientation it is. As in, when I last played, I put some parking over here, and the planes would have to go on the runway, go to the end, and then take off, instead of coming down and then just taking off. So I assume that where you let go, that's where they start at. But I don't know. Anyway, we do have a metalworks workbench. We can say spend energy to create metal. Okay, we also have cement, which requires water and sand. And we're now building the brick station, which requires clay. So obviously I'm going to set up all of those and just give me some bricks. Job done. But obviously they are building the runway. So runway incomplete, no parking spots, no planes stationed. True enough. But we have cleared all of the area around where the toilet is. So we've got that going for us, which is nice. I'm assuming in the full game you'll be managing multiple airstrips, which would be handy. You wouldn't really want fast response aircraft being held up by a big Lancaster bomber. Let's see how we get on. It looks like people are having a bit of a break there. And now sleep. Tomorrow, I think we'll have this pretty much done. You can go with parking. Parking, however, requires... what does it require? It requires bricks, which we don't have. But I will place parking there. I'm going to place another parking in there. Why not? We probably can get a third one if we move stuff around, but I'm not too concerned with that one. So, it's leisure, which mainly consists of sitting and talking, eating, etc. And now we are finishing off the runway. Cement. Are we out of sand? No, we got 197 sand. We've got all the sand that we need. So people just need to crack on, basically. We are getting a bit low on wood. So I'll harvest that wood there and harvest the wood there. So we'll do that. No parking spots and no planes. Yes, we're aware. See the sand getting gathered here. And metal part. There's also metal over there. I don't know why there's metal. How curious. But let's see what tomorrow brings. The runway is in, though, which is the main thing. And we've brought over 16 of the 40 planks required. How many do we have? None in storage. But these are all set. Oh, here we go. So even though we've put this roof on and we've got everything covered, the integrity of the food rations is slowly going down. In fact, food pile there says that is 6%. So maybe get cooking? I don't know. I don't know if later on we're going to get things like refrigeration or extra storage, whatever it happens to be. So work here. People are making metal. What people are not doing is moving this food over. Oh, it's all trash pile now. It's just basically it's gone from okay to nothing. Okay. Oh yeah, yeah. Store all the trash in the storage. That's what we want. Oh no, it's a bit of food. Okay. Looks like they're bringing the wood over to the parking spot. It's just bricks now. Do we have an area that's closer for? I think it's around here. Yeah, clay pit is. We can say harvest. That and that and that. I'm going to go up. And for this, I'm going to cancel those. But there is still stuff to get hauled. So what do we need? Requirements for cement is sand. We have 319. And water, we have 11, so we need some more water. For bricks, we need clay. We've got 90 and 2 water. I would argue that water's actually the big thing we're looking for here. Let's just find water. And when we find it, we'll just say gather it. I actually don't need to gather that. I just need people to haul stuff now, which is what they're doing. That's obviously just the priority system being its coming into play there, being its quirky self. We can probably go with more cutting if we need to, but we've got 76 planks. So it's just a case now of hauling all this stuff back. You can see they bring it over to the cement mixer and the brick station. What else can I make workbench-wise? You've got a canning station, which makes food, gun ammunition, anti-air ammunition, bombs, electronics, tailors, which is tarps and camouflage, espionage radio, gives resource production of intel, water cooker, herb dryer, distillery. Yeah, okay. Those exist. Well, not in this game because we haven't built them, but, you know, we can place them if necessary. I'm just waiting for this parking spot to be built, and then hopefully we can get some planes and start doing missions. Which I think is the ultimate sort of end goal for this sort of thing. And like I say, that based on your layout and how effective your crew are and how much you've been looking after the resources is, you know, should affect, one would think, the missions. There's all that stuff being brought back. And we're making bricks. And we're making concrete. Well, cement. And we're making bricks. And those resources are being ferried over to where they need to be. So it looks like the closest one is getting done first. We're halfway there. We are 3/4 of the way there. And we are building the first parking spot. Although I think people are going to go on leisure before they get it finished. I don't know, we might get there. No, maybe not. Oh no, possibly. There we go. So, we can now, I think, go to airplanes and say Hawker Hurricane. So, that's Gordon Walker, the pilot. I'm going to request a plane. So, oh, actually, we've got a fighter interception mission just come in. Sadly, our plane has arrived. So, there is our plane. And we're going to say for this one, threat level is high. We can basically select a plane. And 52% chance. I mean, I'm going to say start mission. I don't really have much choice. I mean, what's the option that I fail it and don't do anything at all? Well, off goes the plane. And, you know, Godspeed, best of luck. Let him have it, old boy. And if there's like a spiraling noise and then just a big flash up at the top of the screen and an explosion noise, we know that it's not gone overly well. Sorry about that, old boy. So I don't think we can see. The status of the mission. It'll probably show later on. We are halfway there for building the other parking spot. And so the mission was successful. We've been debriefed, and that's it. Do they have stats? Vehicle state undamaged, missions 12. Okay. So let's crack on. That's the sort of missions we'll probably be doing. I'm thinking of putting another parking spot opposite, like that. They quickly went to do that. Okay, we have... Oh, pause. We have another mission. This is Intercept Bomber. I can only select one person again, but I will start the mission. Ah, it's curious as well that the countdown is still in effect from getting from the ground and into the air, which makes perfect sense. Okay, I'm going to call in another hurricane. And there it is. So we've got a couple now, and we're going to have a third probably. Do you want more parking? Ideally, I'd want more... Oh, bomber interception is complete. There you go. Still says missions 12, and they've parked... Well, that's an interesting parking place. We're low on food. We can call in another plane. I'm gonna have to have another hurricane because I don't have the tiers for the other stuff, and we can't get the bulldog. Okay. Well, there's our planes. Not enough beds as well. All because we've got pilots now, of course. I'm gonna go to harvest, and we're gonna have to harvest some mushrooms, which we'll do. And we'll probably do one more mission before leaving it there, because I feel like it's coming close to being a bit exhaustive. Although there might be a lot more. But I'm going to send all planes in one go. I just want to see what it's like when they all go. So, we've had a couple of bomber interceptions. Yeah. Are we going to get one today? It says more planes possible, but I don't believe that there are more planes possible. You have 3 out of 5 airplanes. Alright, so it is correct. More planes are possible, we just don't have the places for the aeroplane. Is that guy really low? I think there were. Oh, energy's really low. Probably because of the whole lack of food thing. Let's cook some more meals. Cook that up. Parking. And a parking. Bomber interception. Right. 1, 2, 3. Start mission. Let's see what this is like. Oh yeah, so the crew actually scrambled to the planes and 1, 2. What the? Okay. We got attacked. And we've taken damage. Oh. Okay. And then there's the third one. Now here's the thing. If that didn't take off, would that be a mission failure because technically we hadn't started it? I don't know. But we definitely got hit. Okay, so we need some... we need buffers, don't we? Buffers solves everything. We need some sort of... Yeah, anti-air. And... Oh. Oh my. So, apparently this is... This one says it's a success, but there's only one plane. And not only can I not move the camera, I can't move around on the game. The plane hasn't went back to the designated parking spot. And the time isn't moving up either. So that's been a bit of ground of aces. We did say at the start that it is a very early demo summer 2024 version classed as Alpha 2. Yeah, okay, I can see the seeds on this one, but I do think it is a little early for my tastes. Couple of points of note. I do like the idea of building up a sort of airbase thing. Having to manage the planes, all of the crew, the resources, and how effective you are on the ground should be reflected in the missions that you do, not just how good the pilot is or how rested, etc. So, for example, it just seems like to be a prime candidate for logistics, fuel, and repairing and rearming the planes. You know, they come back in, and if you have your logistics messed up, you just don't have that in place to get them back into the air and, you know, to do those missions, whether that be to be a sort of just take out the bombers, you get a little sort of pat on the back, or whether you actually stop being attacked, stop an attack like you've just seen there. Point of perhaps maybe not concern, but it's a curious decision that we've got the typical survival crafty stuff in. Like, why do we have to forage our own food? Like, you would think there would be some sort of just generic units of currency that you requisition stuff in. You know, you do missions, you get requisition points, and that's brought in. You don't literally tailor your own clothes. It just doesn't seem to fit with the theme, but, you know, maybe it's because of how early the game is, maybe it's the direction they're going. Let me know what you think, and as always, comment in the comments. Hope you have enjoyed it. Links in the description if you want to check the game out yourself, and thanks very much for watching. Take care, and generic partings.